Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to the show. Welcome to Footy Judge Mo, where we are champions number 21. Of course, big up everyone that joined us. Hit the like button, people. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'm getting cooked like bad. I want to know when people join us from Al-Ahwa, of course. Listen, there is a lot to talk about. We'll talk about. I'm just going to celebrate. I'm a happy man today, because Inter won the title, number 21. Liverpool and Manchester United, we have the conversation about who's better. It's actually like Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher got into it on the Sky Sports after the game about who's better. Is Man United actually better than Liverpool? Or was just Liverpool worst season and Man United won the game? There is a lot to talk about. Arsenal, Myles Lewis-Skelly versus Nico O'Reilly. Were we just gaslit all season that Myles Lewis-Skelly isn't good enough to play for Arsenal? Were we gaslit all season? Did they lie to us, telling us that Myles Lewis-Skelly isn't good enough to actually play for Arsenal? Of course, as Hamza says, hit that like button, people. Subscribe. I want to know, everyone in the chat, let me know, where are you tuning in from? Of course, Inter are the champions. Let me just say a couple of things before people come in here. Of course, listen, we are the champions. Of course, we're going to discuss a lot of other things, of course. But listen, I want to say a couple of things. We walked the league this season. We were my mild better team this season. I'm so happy that we actually won the league at Cantor at game week 35. It's a very, very simple league for us. We were miles better than everyone else. It's just shame that we couldn't actually get far in the Champions League. I am hoping that next season we will be able to get far in the Champions League. We kind of fucked up. Not only against Bodo Glimt, we fucked up in the group stages. That's what made us play extra 2 games. But we're still in for a double, of course. So we are the champions of Italy. We're going to discuss a lot of other things as well. So big up everyone that joined us from... I was watching that last part of Al-Ahwa. I want to know something from everyone. Was Hussam getting cooked like this? Like, was Hussam getting cooked to the point that Hamza started playing? Like the Hamza started playing the Hussam. I was watching him with Tom. And by the way, that is a very, very good point that we're going to talk about, of course, is our Liverpool head and shoulders above the rest of the league. Like, generally, was Hussam getting cooked that much? Bro, he got deep fried. People are saying he got deep fried. That's actually nuts that he got deep fried. So someone tell me what happened. Like, I'm going to tell you something. Did he actually rage quit? Did Hussam actually rage quit? Bro, did he actually rage quit the stream? What the fuck? He rage quit. No, you're not gonna tell me. Which minute? Are you serious? He rage quit the stream? Nah, which minute? Someone give me a minute. Bro. Someone have to give me a minute. Can we get the likes up to 200 once in your life? Close the live chat and hit the like button. Full on rage quick. Yes, seriously? Which minute? No, I need to know this. Which minute? You know? Which minute? Check the last 2 minutes. He didn't rage quit. Hamza's the one who dropped out of the stream. No. Hamza released the Hussam files. It's crazy, actually. Bro, I'm going to tell you something. The way that Liverpool, the way like Hussam was talking, Tom was talking, the people were talking in the actually before the league starts, you're not going to imagine that Man United now, probably Man United are going to be like winning, like finishing above Liverpool, which is actually, I don't think it's an achievement for Man United. But if you asked anyone, is there a possibility of Man United finishing above Liverpool in the beginning of the season, they would tell you you're lying. Without a shadow of a doubt, they would tell you you're lying. But what I want to actually discuss here on the stream is, number one, he rage ended the stream. It's crazy. Like, I want to discuss something like, honestly. Am I being deluded of thinking that if Man United get this window correct, they're gonna be head-to-head with Liverpool? Am I stupid to think that? Am I stupid to think that? Also, am I stupid to think that if Chelsea get a decent manager and they got like a couple of good signings, they're gonna be up there? I don't want to understand. Is that delusion from me? Can someone actually give me like a reason why? Because I actually think that I get Osama's points. Okay, before we do that, can everyone in this chat now let me know in the comment section, where are you tuning in from? Can someone tell me? Bastoni is going to Barcelona. For people that are asking, he's going to Barcelona. Like, can everyone in the chat tell me, where are you tuning in from? Right away. Hit the like. And also, we can get 200 likes. I got some clips for you if you wanna stick with us. I got some really good clips. But I want to actually start by this right away. And let's start by this. Cagliari, Canada. Big up Marco, Habibi. Salam. Big up, Habibi. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stinker and Hooked. Hussam, Stinker of UAE Emirates. Oh, you have a Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, you're a City fan. Iraq. Big up Ahl al-Iraq. Big up Iraqi people. London. Big up my band. Washington, D.C. Big up everyone that is here. Can we get the likes up a little bit? He actually did rage quit. Are you serious? I gotta play this shit, bro. I have to play this shit. No, I have to. I have to play that last part of Al-Ahwa. I have to play the last part of Al-Ahwa. Did he actually rage quit? Are you guys crazy? No, we're playing fucking this. Fuck this. I'm playing this. I'm playing this shit. I'm playing this. I'm actually loading it up on the screen. I'm loading this up on the screen. Oh my word. Here we go. I'm loading it. I'm loading this shit on the stream. Here you go. Osam cooking. Here we go. I'm loading this. Okay, let's go. The last 2 minutes. You guys crazy.
Let Yasser lose tomorrow, and I will bring every clip of all the dumb shit he said this season. Wait. And he said we have a better squad than Arsenal, and we're contenders, and we're going to win stuff, and this is Chelsea, all this shit. I'll bring it. Then I'll be kicking as well.
Bring it. We don't care.
Number one, he's rattled already. I get it.
Bro, bring it. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to take my
and then
cookie,
we'll
bro.
bring some more.
I don't ball hug. Like Paz called it. You get me? I'm not gonna ball hug, bro.
That was Ahmed's joke.
Was that him? I thought it was you.
I don't think he kicked
No,
Hamza.
my bad.
I don't think he kicked Hamza.
Either way, but I got a question though, Hussam, innit, while we're waiting for Hamza. So if Slot stays this season, are you gonna back him?
You got fucking assholes.
If he
bro.
gets players and that, you're gonna
He's
back
ending
him.
the stream. I know he's
know.
he's
Well,
ending the
these
stream.
fucking assholes.
Don't end it, bro.
He's a fraud. He's a fraud. What?
Don't let him end it.
Get the likes up. Let's get to
He's gonna
100
do
Don't let
likes.
him end it.
He won't answer. He's going to end it.
In the Milan won the league today.
Osama, why did you kick Hamza? Big up. Uqsim billah, I didn't kick him.
He said he didn't kick him, man.
I don't think he kicked him.
He kicked him.
I was literally on my phone, bro. Wallah.
Why does Wolfie keep saying he kicked him? He kicked him. He kicked him. If Hussam says wallahi, I don't think he lies.
He kicked him from his phone.
Here for Wednesday. Yeah, don't worry. Let's
Good question. I think yes has put a very good question forward, bro. Will you back Slot if he stays next season?
Yeah, she has to.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Wow.
He's actually quitting. He's actually ending. He's doing the power move. He's like, I hold all the power. I'm ending the stream.
Appreciate you all.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Wow.
Wallahi, I did not kick Hamza. Wallahi. La.
Okay,
Can you answer my question before you end the stream?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna back Slot. I'm Slot out. Big up to you guys.
Okay, Slot out.
Wow.
Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining us. All the links are in the description. Big up, boys.
He's
And
actually doing the power move. He's like, I'm fucking ending this. I'm ending the stream.
I'm gonna send you guys over to Judge Mo.
Rattled.
I just want to
Go
say
over
something
there
about
and tell him
Arsenal.
Lautaro raid. Go over there, tell him Lautaro raid. Love you all.
You guys know the fact that none of you said Lautaro raid? It tells me he was actually rattled.
Exactly. At least I don't run away, bro. This Hamza guy, I'm gonna have to call him 50
But it's his
times.
channel. Where's he going to go? To Antarctica? It's his channel, mate. Where's he going to go? I hope he's going to beat it.
Rage quit. Hit the rage quit button, bro. Go on, hit it. Hit that rage quit button.
Why is everyone saying you did quit? You played the power, as far as I'm seeing it now, you played the power move. When they asked you, are you going to back Slot? You said no, and then thank you so much for watching.
Run.
I mean, we've done a 2-hour cooking stream. خلاص يعني. What more?
Rage quit, bro. On a bank holiday weekend as well, man.
No, but we'll talk about his bank holiday tomorrow. We'll talk about it.
I'm
He's
entertaining.
upset. He's upset because he can't glaze Arsenal.
We don't have bank holiday though. I'm not glazing Arsenal. I in an Arsenal City title race scenario, I prefer Arsenal.
Yeah, but you
The explanation is very simple. Just be quiet, Fellaini. At the start of the season, the explanation.
The fact that he told Ahmed to be quiet, he's annoyed. Did you guys annoy him that much? Did Wolfie, Ahmed, and Yasser and Hamza annoy him that much? Bro. You know what? I'm going to say something. The fact that Sam is annoyed like this, before the game, he was like, yeah, this is Man United's trophy, finishing above Liverpool. If they win if they win against us, of course, he's like, of course, he said he wants to win, but he's like, the game doesn't matter. I will see, I will watch. But the fact that, Sam, the fact that you're annoying like this, that means it's either Hamza annoyed the shit out of you, or you're actually so annoyed that you lost the game.
It's very simple. City lost 2 of their first 3 games. So my title contender was Arsenal. Of course, I'm going to prefer Liverpool over Arsenal. It's dumb. Your logic is dumb. Of course, I'm going to prefer my own club over Arsenal. But the other clubs have made it clear. If it's an Arsenal-Chelsea title race, I back Arsenal. If it's an Arsenal-City title race, I back Arsenal. If it's an Arsenal-United title race, I back Arsenal. I'm not going to back them ahead of my own club. That's dumb.
Hey, his volume going up. Hey, don't raise the volume.
Faz doesn't hate Liverpool as much as the other clubs, but in a title race of Arsenal Liverpool, he's gonna back Arsenal, of course.
Would you extend Salah's
Who
contract?
the fuck is gonna back someone else's?
Why the fuck would you asking him, Ahmed? Would you extend Salah's contract? What is this, a rattling stream?
Club against his own club?
Your club's not in this race, bro. Your club's not in this race.
They were in the race at the start of the season, dumbass. That's the point.
When does the title race start, according to you?
Sam, you're annoyed.
That video was on August 30,
When did
2025.
the title race
We had
start,
just
according
beaten
to
them
you?
1-0 and we went above them 5 points.
When does the title race start, according to you?
Big up to Ad who says, big up Ahmed Wolf.
Why he's not answering Wolfie?
Hamza, Yasser, and Paz. Big up to you, brother. Anyway, see you guys over in Judge Mo. Go tell him
Why did I
whatever.
answer
Comment free Hamza, but I was literally responding to your WhatsApp as he disappeared. So it's impossible
Free
for me to...
Hamza. Everyone spam free Hamza in Mo's channel.
Just told Raid in the chat.
Free Hamza.
That's mad. That's mad.
Free Hamza from something I didn't do. Great.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Hashtag free Hamza, man.
I didn't make it smart.
Is he actually, hold on. Is he going to end the stream like suddenly? Is he going to just, while they're talking, is he going to click end the stream?
was literally responding to your WhatsApp as he disappeared. So it's impossible
Free
for me to...
Hamza. Everyone spam free Hamza in Mo's chat.
That's all read in the chat.
Free Hamza.
That's mad. That's mad.
Free Hamza from something I didn't do. Great.
Wow. Is that how you
Hashtag free Hamza, man.
I didn't do tomorrow.
This shit is actually insane.
That is
Peace out, boys. See you guys on more channels.
Where's he going?
More
He actually ended the stream. Oh my word. Bro, this is funny. This is funny. It's actually fucking funny as fuck. Anyway, it went to my stream. Bro, this is crazy. Did Hamza like rattle him that much? I don't understand if Ahmed rattled Hussam that much. Ahmed is the Man United fan. Bro, wallah, Hussam, I love you, brother. I love you, brother. I love you. But you were annoyed. You were so annoyed. What is Hamza's clip? There is no Hamza clip. Isak to Liverpool. Here we go. Video clip. Hamza clip. Listen, bro. When Hamza plays clips of others, whoa. That's what Hamza does. That is your fucking show. It's your show. It's your choice. You chose Hamza. Hamza's the one you knew Hamza before me. You are a friend of Hamza before me. You knew Hamza before even me from Spaces. This is your boy. Hamza's your boy. He's your guy. Hamza's your brother. Hamza's your shit-o. You know what I'm talking about. Hamza's your guy. You chose this, broski. You chose Hamza. And then he rattled you like this. You chose the guy, bro. Bro, you chose the guy. It's your boy. When he kicks Arsenal, when he kicks Man United, and now he's cooking Liverpool, you got annoyed. And I know he's playing clips and all this stuff. It's part of the show, part of his show. Hamza has the clips. Like we have the clips of Hamza. If Man City don't win the league this season, we have clips of Hamza. That's what we have. He played the clips, which is fine. It's part of the show. You like the show like this. Everyone likes it. They like the show like the fat people in the chat. Yes or no, guys? Do you like the show like this? It's a yes or no question. Do you like the shows like this? You like our show with Hamza playing clips? Bro, he plays clips. You play Hamza's clip. Your intro, it's Hamza's clip. Your intro is Hamza dancing. You're mocking Hamza for the no substance thing. Athena. It's part of the fucking show. That's Hamza's clips. You want ball knowledge? Bro, you want ball knowledge? No, Ahwa. Ahwa's for fun. People that say, I want ball knowledge, Ahwa's for fun. It's for entertainment. Bro, it is for entertainment. That's the reality. Ahwa is it's one of the most entertaining shows on YouTube. Ahwa, it is one of the most entertaining shows on YouTube because it is what it is. You like it or you don't like it, it's a taste. A lot of people like it. Sometimes I get fucking rattled. I get rattled with Hamza. How many times I yelled at Hamza? Well, it's just the reality is it's part of the fucking show. I get rattled. I get annoyed. Hamza annoys the shit out of me. It is fine. I never quit though. I never quit. I never rage quit. I don't think I ever rage quit on Hamza. Big up, my man. Thank you so much for the congratulations. Maybe your club can get your number 14 this season. Maybe. Or Man City will get number 11. Best Al-Ahwa stream in month. Hussam was just mad. People are waiting to cook Hussam. It's unfucking believable. You know, Hussam could have been like Jamie Carragher here. Hussam could have been like Jamie Carragher. I'm so, like, listen, I got it here. It is right here. The Inter is right here. We won the league. It's fantastic. But listen, I know, unless someone wants to ask me, I think next season, if we get the signings right, we'll go far in the Champions League, in my opinion. But listen, they got to Hussam today. Let's listen to this because now, you guys, are you guys interested in listening to this? Let's go. Yes or no? Because I can say my opinion first. I can say my opinion first about the game. Am I crazy? Because this clip, it's everything that I said before. I think this is part of the talking points.
Very few players left in 12 months for Liverpool. They have to build a new team that won't have won the titles that obviously they have won before. So, Liverpool's recruitment's going to have to be good, and it has been good in the past. And the manager's going to have to obviously settle down next year. There you go, he's available. What's your major objection? We beat them twice this season. We finished above them in the league, and he's still sat there saying Liverpool are better. What more can United do?
Don't get kidded about United finishing third. You've had no European, no cup competition. You've done really well this season in terms of where you've ended up. Don't get kidded by it.
Congratulations. What about some
How can you
humility?
say you think Manchester United in the next year or two could win the league title? You haven't even got a manager yet. Okay. You've got players who played there. They've never played.
They don't have a manager, but Liverpool have a bad manager. Let me just say this again. Hit that like button, people. Come on, let's talk about the football. They don't have a manager, yes. The manager of Man United. And Hussam was asked this question. I'm going to ask you a question, right? I'm going to ask you a question. Simple question. Would you rather have, because it's the same energy for Mikel Arteta, correct? Would you rather have the bad manager or try something new? I asked Hussam this. I said, would you take a chance on a new manager, like a Carrick, like a Fabregas, whoever, a new manager? Or would you stick with the manager that you are failed with? Have Liverpool failed this season? Yes. Will Hussam back Arne Slot next season? No. Does Hussam believe, and the rest of the Liverpool, of course I'm saying Hussam as a Liverpool supporter, not Hussam himself. I'm talking about Fonzie, I'm talking about Aaron, I'm talking about Drifty, I'm talking about the Kopish boys, I'm talking about Tom. For me, if you think that Arne Slot is a failure and you aren't getting anywhere, so it's better you try something new. Am I wrong? It's better that you try something new. And Carrick is the new toy for Man United. So if you ask a Liverpool fan, would you rather take a new manager or stick with Arne Slot? You'll tell you, we'll take anybody. Would you try Areola for Liverpool or stick with Arne Slot? In my opinion, if I'm talking in your behalf, if you don't believe in Arne Slot, you should choose Areola. Now comes the squad problems, in my opinion. Big up Rosie. Thank you, Rosie. Congratulations, more champions of Italy. We are the champions of Italy. Thank you so much, Rosie, for this. Really appreciate you. We are the champions. Yes, that's why I'm winning this. By the way, we are now past Man United in the major trophies. We have won 3 Champions Leagues. We have won a triple like them, but we have won 21 league titles. Man United have won 20 only in terms of cups as well. But England has an extra cup, so we just got past Manchester United in the big trophies. Of course, just as successful. I'm not talking about the big club or the big club. Listen, Man United make more revenue. Man United have a lot of fan base because of the English-speaking community and because how the Premier League is good. But in terms of success, Inter now officially are more successful than Manchester United as a football club. It's not the point. The point is, it doesn't matter. 21 pizza leagues, and by the way, 7 of your league titles have been when the Premier League was dead. In the 90s, Premier League was dead. Nobody was watching the Premier League. Everyone was watching Serie A and La Liga. And in the 2000s, Serie A was still rated higher. In the 2000s, Serie A was rated higher. And we won 5 there. 7 of your 20 league titles came in the 90s where they were dead. Nobody was competing. It's only, bro, you competed against Blackburn and Newcastle. So 7 of your league title came when the league was dead. Nobody watched the Premier League then. Nobody in the world. Listen, we lived in the Middle East. Nobody was watching. So 7 of your league titles in the dead league. If you're going to call Serie A dead, fine. But you won 7 of your 20 in the league was dead. And by the way, you won a lot where you didn't play European football. Basically, England was banned and you had an advantage because you didn't play Europe. Simple. So you cannot talk to me about dead league when you won 7. Broski, before Alex Ferguson, Arsenal had more league titles than you. Have some shame and decorum. Before Alex Ferguson, Arsenal had more league titles than you. So Ferguson, in a dead league, won 7 league titles. Simple. Simple as that. You got cooked. You got cooked because you talk about pizza league. Your league was not even pizza. Your league was beans on toast. Your league was not even a good pizza. It was a beans on toast. And maybe every Sunday a Sunday roast. 7 of your fucking league titles. 7. You won 20. 7 of them in a dead league. Pizza league, beans on toast league. That's what happened. Talk about pizza league, beans on toast. We're going to call from now on, we're calling Manchester United 7 league titles in the 90s, beans on toast leagues. These are beans on toast, right? Beans on toast titles. This is it. Beans on toast. We've never been relegated, Habibi. Never been relegated. You were relegated. That is it. From now on, I know beans on toast league titles. And by the way, I guarantee you, 80% of the people in the chat have seen more league titles for my team than you watch your team win league titles. No, I'm comparing. I'm going to tell you because Inter and Man United are kind of the same level in terms of success. There is ahead of us, there is Liverpool because they won 7 Champions Leagues, 6 Champions Leagues ahead of us. There is Real Madrid, there is Bayern Munich. These are the teams that are like they won 30, that they have the 30 league titles and stuff like this. But Inter and Man United kind of similar level in terms of like, this is like, I can't compare myself to Real Madrid. Like Real Madrid are head and shoulders above me. You know what I mean? But Man United and Inter, same kind of level in terms of league titles. Now I passed them. 100%. The difference between me and Man United fans, I'm not deluded. I got Man United fans telling me that Man United is the biggest club in the world. Bro, how deluded you are. Bro, that is not delusion. I genuinely believe that's mental state. I genuinely believe. If someone literally stay in front of the mirror and they look at the mirror and say, I support Manchester United. We're the biggest club in the world. Like, this is what they do. This is what Man United fans do. They have the shirt. This is Man United fans. You know, I love this. I love this. We're the biggest club in the world. Nobody's bigger than us. Loved, adored, never ignored, or hated, adored, never ignored. We're the biggest club in the world. Nobody's bigger than us. Real Madrid, they won league titles because they are cheats and nobody talks to it. Nobody can challenge them. But we're Manchester United. We got the best manager in the history, Alex Ferguson. Bro, that's what they do. If you do this in front of the mirror, God help you, bro. Wallahi, God help you. God help you. I swear to God. Great shirt, though. Get yours from OK Jersey, though. You know, you can get yours, OK Jersey. You know what? OKJersey.com. You can get yours. Use code MHF. You can get something similar to look at the quality of the shit. It's fantastic. Fantastic shirt, actually. We're the biggest club in the world. Nobody's bigger than us. We're the biggest club in the world. Going back to the conversation after this monologue. After this monologue. Liverpool and Manchester. Can we get the likes to 200? There is about over 300 people here. Can we get to 200 likes at least? Let's have an objective conversation. Let's have an objective conversation, okay? Let's see what they say.
Yeah. You've got players who played there. They've never played 3 games in a week, as Roy said. The things that have got to come over the next year or two. No.
What of Bruno? We should be worried about Bruno.
I was going to say,
best player to be 33.
Bruno on the summer, would he get his head turned again?
How is... Okay, so I'm going to be completely honest. You know what? There is some points that make sense here. Liverpool players are used to 2 games a week, right? Liverpool players are used to, like, they won titles before, like the likes of Van Dijk and Alisson won titles. However, the people that won titles are about to leave. Like, even McAllister might leave. And by the way, I don't consider, like, the last title as a title. It wasn't a title race. Like, are we going to lie to ourselves and say that Liverpool last season were in a title race? They weren't in a title race. Konate staying is a big factor for Liverpool, but I don't believe in Kerkez, to be honest with you. I think Kerkez is an just a good fullback. He's not better than Antoine Robinson. He ain't better than the Bournemouth guy. What's his name? I can't remember his name. I believe he's a good player. I believe McAllister is a good player, similar to Enzo Fernandez. Do I believe that McAllister is better than a Kobe Mainoo? Probably, in my opinion, in my eyes, no. I believe Szoboszlai is a very good player. In my opinion, I believe Szoboszlai is a very, very good player. I believe Szoboszlai with Adam Morton and a good Wirtz will actually do things. But there is a lot, like people ask questions through Wirtz, yes. There is people that ask questions about the Man United squad and Man United team, blah, 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 and all this stuff. But there are questions about, like, I hate it when people act like there are no questions in this Liverpool team. The biggest question of them fucking all, the biggest fucking question of them all, it's fucking Arne Slot. The head of the snake. That's the biggest question. I don't understand. I know that Man United, when they talk like this, they become annoying. I know that Man United fans, some of them, when they say we're better than Liverpool, we beat you twice this season, we do this. I know it gets annoying. I know it is fucking annoying. It annoys the shit out of me as well. Yes? But also, in the same time, they look at Liverpool fans themselves sitting on streams and they tell me, well, but we don't believe in Arne Slot. We don't think that Arne Slot is good enough to actually get us anywhere. So you got your own fan base talking about Arne Slot. You know what I mean? It's not like you got your own fan base questioning your fucking manager. But you want the rivals to acknowledge that you're better than them. Of course they won't. Of course Man United fans are not going to sit here and say, yeah, we think Liverpool are better than us. But broski, Arne Slot has his hands dipped in shit. Like, that's the problem. The problem, broski, 19 losses. My man lost 19 fucking games. Is it 19 fucking games? It's definitely not 19 fucking games in the league, right? Liverpool lost 11 games in the league. Liverpool lost 11 games in the league. Bro, Bournemouth lost less than you. Man United lost 7. 11 games in the league, bro. What the fuck? But how do you want Man United fans to acknowledge you while you say, they watch your stream? This is how streams go. You know what? I think this is the Liverpool streams. I think we have a good team. I think Isak is going to be cooking. And maybe Wirtz is going to come back to the all comms. Thank you, Andrew. And then maybe Wirtz is going to be good. But by the way, that's a big maybe, by the way. That's a big if. Because someone said before that there is a very, very, listen, remember, Bundesliga, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz. Remember, people that come to the Bundesliga, I know there is a Kevin De Bruyne, but he had Pep. Gundogan, he had Pep. Pepe Guardiola. You have Arne Slot. Listen, wallahi, Arne Slot leaves tomorrow. You get Xabi Alonso. I'm sitting here and I'm saying, yes, you got a champion that worked with Wirtz before, that knows Wirtz. You have Arne Slot. You have Arne. You gotta have like a ridiculous window for me to sit here and say, yes, you are head and shoulders. Like, listen, I can sit here and debate that Liverpool are better than Arne Slot, right? Sorry, that Liverpool are better than Man United. I can sit here, we can debate. Yes, Van Dijk is better than the defenders at Man United. Alisson is better than they have. Isak is better than Sesko. Yeah, we can sit here and debate. Yeah, Casemiro's leaving. Who's Man United going to come in? Can Bruno Fernandes play 2 games a week? Can Kobe Mainoo play 2 games a week? Oh, are you going to get Chouameni? Are you going to get Baleba? Oh, it's Dalot can play 2 games a week. Is Mazraoui fit enough? Is Delict going to ever be a fit? We can do all of this. But the facts are, you have a manager that literally plays a shit brand of football that makes the players worse. So what? You know what? Liverpool next season, and I don't know what is going to happen the season after. Liverpool next season can start the season in a worse form than this season. Yes. Fans, everyone knows it is reported that Arne Slot is staying at Liverpool. This is where Liverpool are. Yeah, Virgil van Dijk is better than most of the teams. Rob is saying, we are not the biggest club, but only Liverpool have won more trophies, and we did it in the Prem, Mo. What do you mean by you did it in the Prem, Rob? But that's why I didn't say Arsenal are as big as you. I didn't say even Man City come close to you. You won a treble, 3 Champions Leagues, multiple Europa Leagues, 20 league titles. I never said anybody in England come close to Man United. I never said that, Rob. Never. Because I'm not deluded. I'm not going to sit here and say Arsenal are bigger than Man United. No, they aren't. They aren't more successful than Man United. They aren't. But Liverpool are more successful than Manchester United. And by the way, you do it in the Prem, that has nothing to do with it. It's like, it's not like you did it in the Prem, fine. Okay. But it doesn't negate football before the Premier League started because it was still top football. There was still European trophies. Thank you so much, Richie, for all the way from Australia for the empty super chat. Thank you for this. Really appreciate it. Guys, thank you guys for the support. Thank you for everything. We can get to 200 again. I'm going to repeat. There's over 300 people here. Stop and hit the like button. Guys, let's get to 200 likes live. 200 likes will push this stream. And also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe for fuck's sake. Come on. Listen, I'm a happy man today. Listen, we're champions of Italy. 21 league titles. Also, we can understand something. There is a point about Liverpool and Man United that people say, man, I want to ask you a question. When Liverpool came under Jurgen Klopp and they finished 4th, did you believe that the season after they're going to challenge? When did Liverpool in the league in 18-19, Liverpool finished 2nd. Did you believe after 17-18 when Liverpool finished 4th, did you believe that the year after Liverpool are going to get 97 points and they're only going to be pipped to the title by 1 point of Man City? No, you didn't. Right? But I want to ask you a question. When Liverpool came 4th and Liverpool fans said, listen, next season we're going to challenge for the title, did you believe them? Did you believe them? Did you believe? So why, someone tell me, why should I believe that Man United next season will be in a title race? Who failed? Who said that he failed? Right? So why should I believe that Man United, why should I believe that Man United will go in a title race next season? It is it's not like given. It is not given. That is not given. Right? Let's hear this part as well.
When I think of Florian Wirtz, they're not going to get rid of Florian Wirtz. They spent a lot of money on him. And I think if you've got a player like that who's so small, probably doesn't cover the ground, not the quickest, everybody around him needs to be able to run. You've almost got, passenger's the wrong word, but yeah, luxury, if you like. Liverpool.
Do you remember when I said that Florian Wirtz is a luxury player and people didn't believe me? You know Bruno Fernandes, he works off the ball harder than Florian Wirtz. Harder than, but that's not the whole point for us doing the show is me saying the opinion, you come back, I put your comment up. That's the whole point, right? It's the whole point of a show. Otherwise, you just shut down the channel then. Right?
We've got too many like that without the ball. I think of Curtis Jones, like that lovely footballer, McAllister saying, then you've got Florian Wirtz in the team. For me, I'd only want one in the team. But again...
You remember when I said last season that McAllister is someone that needs to be carried on the pitch? And Gravenberch is doing a fantastic job and Szoboszlai is doing a fantastic job. Now you cannot have both McAllister. Basically, you can't have both McAllister and Florian Wirtz on the pitch. McAllister needs to go. The difference is Kobe Mainoo, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, they all work hard. Wirtz can work hard all you want, right? Right? But I believe that Wirtz physically needs to change. Unless you get phenomenal 2DMs, which is, I think, you probably need a physical midfielder next to Szoboszlai and you have Wirtz ahead of them. Otherwise, I don't know where this is going to go.
Curtis Jones, like that lovely footballer, McAllister saying, then you've got Florian Wirtz in the team. For me, I'd only want one in the team. But again, I go back to Arne Slot and the way he wants to play football and almost the Dutch way of playing football. I don't think he will see it like that. I think he'll still want more technical footballers in there. I think Liverpool lack physicality to cope with the Premier League, whether that was pieces for a lot of this season and also.
You know, I said that many times, and Florian Wirtz, as good as he is technically, Florian Wirtz, as good as he is. And listen, I'm not saying that Florian Wirtz is not bad. Florian Wirtz is a very technical footballer. But the problem is, I think he needs time to think on the ball. And the Premier League wouldn't give you that. If you remember, when Tielemans had the camera to his chest, the Premier League is unforgiving. Unless you are a team that is so dominant, like the Man City of like old even, that you actually make the time. And I think that Arne Slot doesn't give his players the best platform to produce. He doesn't get the time. Right? Mo Wirtz in Barcelona or PSG would be a superstar. He needs technicians around him. I actually don't think so. I actually think the players at PSG, by the way, but you are in the Premier League. Ligue A is different. It's number one, PSG is so dominant. And he going there, he would be so dominant. So it's different. Playing in the Premier League, you don't get time. You can't. Look at Odegaard. Odegaard has to drop deep. And Odegaard, when he gets pressed, he loses the ball. He's not the strongest. That's what happened in the Premier League. And Wirtz needs time. That is a problem. It's a big problem. Pep to coach Italian national team to a World Cup qualifications. I don't think that Pep is going to take over the Italian national team. I don't think it's going to happen, Rosie. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Pep is going to take a sabbatical. I don't know what he's going to go after. But I don't think he's going to coach the national team of Italy. I would like him to do. I support the national team of Italy. I like them. But I don't think he's going to go there. And actually, Pep's football, it will work if he coaches Spain. If he coaches Italian players play a certain way in the league and they play a completely different way for the national team. It might not work. It might not work. Mo, I agree with Wirtz as a luxury player. Would you then agree that Liverpool don't have the personnel to play rock and roll football like Osam wants? The problem is Osam thinks that having Adam Wharton, Szoboszlai, and Wirtz, that is the rock and roll football. Number one, rock and roll football is, I don't know what, like rock and roll football is like, we all attack, we all defend. That's fine. I actually think that it requires coaching about positioning and where you are on the pitch. And I think that Liverpool don't have the personnel to, because I actually don't think that Van Dijk and Konate can play the same high line that Jurgen Klopp used to play. I don't know about Jacquet. I don't know about Leone. But I guarantee you they cannot play the high line. By the way, right back is a massive problem for Liverpool. Who's going to play right back? Who's going to play right back for Liverpool? Can someone explain to me, is it going to be Frimpong? I don't think it's good enough. Conor Bradley is coming back from an ACL. I think he's going to come back in 2027, if I'm not mistaken. Who's going to play right back for Liverpool next season? It's going to be a dilemma that Liverpool need to solve. And I don't see them linked in the market to a right back. In my opinion. Like, I'm not sure. Konate, Van Dijk, high line to play rock and roll football. Who is it? He's a right wing back, and I agree with this. Maybe Inter should buy him as a right wing back. You know what I mean? I don't think that Liverpool has. This is why there's a lot of questions about Liverpool. I think Man United. I'm going to tell you something. The starting 11 of Man United, remove Casemiro, add Tchouameni. I know it's only the starting 11, right? But Mazraoui is a good backup for right back. I think Dorgo is not a bad backup for left back. Granted, Luke Shaw stays fit. Kobe Mainoo is good. Tchouameni is good. Bruno is good. But if Casemiro leads, you'll need 3 midfielders. Okay, 2 plus Ugarte. Mason Mount is not good enough. So maybe Liverpool...
Very few players left in 12 months for Liverpool. They have to build a new team that won't have won the titles that obviously they have won before.
I don't know why
Liverpool's recruitment's going to have to be good, and it has been good in the past. And the
I don't know what is... Something is playing. I don't know what is this. But anyway, this was playing in the background. So for me, if I'm looking at Liverpool, if I'm looking at Man United, okay, Ahmad, depending on what Man United aspiration, is Ahmad, okay, basically Man United have 2 right wingers, Ahmad Diallo and Mbeumo. You have one striker. They're gonna sell a striker and buy another. They're gonna sell Xerxes and buy another player. Left winger Cunha is good, but they need a left winger as well to back Cunha, right? Mount, and the problem is if Mount is sold, well, I can play the same game. If Mount is going to be sold, I can say McAllister is going to get sold, and they're going to buy another midfielder. So who knows what the midfielder. The problem is, the biggest question for Liverpool is not actually the players as much as the freaking manager. Because we all know that Wirtz is a good player. Actually, Isak, the problem with Isak is that there's a lot of, okay, the more I think about it, the more it hits me. Like, is Isak going to stay fit for a whole season, especially with Ikitiki being out? Are Liverpool going to dip in the market to buy a striker, though? That is something that I need to... Like, I don't understand. Like, people think I'm harsh on Liverpool. But what if Isak gets injured in the beginning of next season? You're cooked. I know it's harsh for Liverpool fans. I know it is harsh for you to say that. You're cooked. Because Ikitiki is out for a bit. You know what I mean? Ikitiki is out for a bit. Are you gonna go and invest in another striker and then Ikitiki comes back? I really want to hear from Liverpool fans. Like, I don't understand where, like, left winger, you got Rio. I think Rio, I actually think they need to give Rio a chance to actually be a starter. I genuinely believe that. He's going to be 18 next season. 18 is good enough for you to be a starter in the Premier League. I actually believe that Rio Ngomoa is a very good player. But Gakpo as a backup is not bad. And he's in a lot of money, though. You know what I mean? So who's going to be the guy to start at left winger? Is it Gakpo or is it Rio? And if you buy a left winger, you're cooking Rio Ngomoa, who I think is a very good player, in my opinion. Very, very good player. But if you're asking me, team, man for man, availability is a big question for Liverpool. I actually think he's a very good player, Rio, but is he better than Cunha? He's probably not better than Cunha. He's probably not. Slot. I fucked this team up. Completely fucked this team up. If you're asking me, Man United, you know what? Will you change your opinion if Man United get a decent manager, though? Will you change your opinion? Can we get, okay, guys, 60 likes away from 200? Is that like that? Would you change? Can't judge. Why do you have my picture on, Yahi? He's a frequent starter, but a great talent. Yes. Bowen on a short-term deal. Do you think Bowen is going to join Liverpool in his last contract on a short-term deal? Do you think Jared Bowen, like, just be honest, do you think Jared Bowen is 29 years old? He's about to get his last big contract. He's going to join Liverpool on a short-term deal. Can we be realistic? I don't think so. Okay. Good question. Do you think we can challenge for the league next year? And if not, who is closer to challenging United or Liverpool? I think both. If Arne Slot stays and Carrick stays, I think that it depends on the transfer window. But based on evidence, I think Liverpool are closer. I think both aren't going to challenge. Who's closer to win the league? I think none. I think Arne Slot isn't going to win the Premier League again. I think, can Michael Carrick win the league next season? The probability in my mind, I might change my mind. The probability in my mind, I'm going to give you a scenario, right? I'm going to give you a scenario. If Arsenal win the Champions League, no. Okay. We're going to play all scenarios. If Arsenal win the league, correct? Arteta stays. Pep stays. It's going to be Arsenal City title race, in my opinion. If Pep wins the league, Arteta stays, and Pep leaves and Maresca joins City, I think Arsenal will be favourites to win the title. That's my opinion. Right? If Arsenal win the Champions League, City win the league. Right? City win the league. And Arsenal and City get Maresca, it will be Arsenal favourites to win the Premier League, in my opinion. I don't think there is any scenario in my mind that either Liverpool or Man United will be favourites to win the league. Can Liverpool challenge with Arne Slot? I think it's a tough ask. In my opinion. It's a big comment though. We don't need to sign a striker. We only need Leao, Diamondi, or Elise, or Barcola. That means Leao will play center forward if we need him. And we have Dan's number one. Leao is a great player. I like Leao. I like Leao. But I think Leao would not work hard under Arne Slot. Thank you, Habibi. Thank you, Mo. I don't think he's gonna work hard. And you're not gonna be able to carry Leao, carry Verts. I'm talking about defensively. I don't think he's gonna be, and I don't think he's gonna go for Leao at all. I don't think he suits the Liverpool style. I don't think he suits the Liverpool culture. I don't think he suits that. I'm not sure where Leao is gonna. I think he's gonna go La Liga. Probably. I think his work ethics is so questionable. It's so questionable in my opinion. His work ethics are so questionable. Like, he doesn't suit Liverpool, to be honest with you. Gakpo, thank you, Habibi. Thank you. I didn't, but I appreciate you, John. Thank you, Habibi. But if you're asking me who's favorite, you know what? Everyone that keeps talking about, oh, Arsenal gonna fall off. Well, if Pep Guardiola leaves the league and Maresca, can you give me an answer though in the chat? Regardless of who wins the league this season, if Pep Guardiola leaves and City, let's imagine Arsenal reach the Champions League final. If Pep Guardiola leaves Manchester City and they hire Maresca, in your mind, you can say any club you want, right? In your mind, and Arteta stays at Arsenal. In your mind, who is the favorite team to win the league? I'm gonna do a poll. I wanna hear the answers. Right? I'm gonna do City, United, Liverpool. I want to know what people do, what people think. If Pep leaves, the rumors are saying that he's leaving, right? The rumors are saying that he's leaving. Hit that like button, people. Come on, 100. Let's get to 200 likes. If Pep, regardless of who wins the league this season, Arteta or Pep, if the rumors are correct, it doesn't matter who wins. If the rumors are correct, and Pep leaves and City hire Maresca, in your mind, who's favorite to win the league? Banter aside, we're being objective here. Who is favorite to win the league next season? I want to know. And do you think Man City can actually, do you think that Man United can go challenge Arsenal or win the league ahead of Arsenal? Can Liverpool win the league ahead of Arsenal next season? You think still City? Fair enough. Fair enough. Right? I don't think it's going to be anybody. Like, I don't think that Man United can go challenge Arsenal and win the league ahead of Arsenal next season. I don't think Liverpool as well. Even if, because, okay, for Liverpool to win the title next season, I think they need to have a great window. And what I mean by a great window is like an exceptional, it's like an Ulisi type. Barcola and Diamondi aren't like game changers in terms of like winning the league. They aren't a Salah. They aren't a Salah. They aren't a Salah elk signing. That's my point. And that's why when everyone says that Arsenal, you know what, when Arsenal will fall off, maybe if Arteta leaves and they hire the wrong manager, they can fall off. Because I think this Arsenal attack isn't good enough. There is no Salah out there, you're right. But there is an Ulisi that can maybe come to the league and actually do wonders. You know what I mean? But Barcola, Diamonde, can these guys change the fortune of Liverpool to go from a top 4 contender to a league contenders? Right? Well, it depends. If Arsenal win the league or the Champions League, you are in the most successful team this season. Well, if Chelsea are kind of like a dilemma, though, to be honest with you. What if City doesn't win the league and Pep leaves? I think they go in a. I think they drop. I think City become a normal club, like the rest of the world. I don't think people understand how much value does Pep add as a coach to any team he's coaching. I don't think people understand how great Pep is. With tools, Pep is nuts. Pep is crazy. Pep leaves, City win the league or not win the league, City are going to become a normal club. Like the rest. Like Liverpool, like Man United, like Arsenal. Like they aren't going to be like, oh, winning every season. Oh my God, City are phenomenal. It's not going to be like this. It ain't. But I want you guys to see this clip about yesterday. And I'm going to tell you about the style. You remember the conversation I had yesterday when people were asking me, what do you mean by a style of play? Watch what these people say.
He's got his head up. He wants to play forward. That's the type of player he is. You can see his manager here. Mikel Arteta is absolutely no doubt in my mind saying, calm, calm.
Do you remember when I said that Myles Lewis-Skelly yesterday was given instructions, right? Sometimes that he pass, take risks, drive with the ball. You see, when Mikel Arteta does the calm thing for Zubamendi, imagine Zubamendi has the ball and he's telling him, calm, calm, calm. Basically, what happens here is Zubamendi, instead of looking forward, he looks sideways. He passes to Gabriel and Saliba. Same for every manager, for Arne Slot, which is you watch today, Man United. Every time Man United get the ball, Michael Carrick is on the sideline ushering them forward. He wants Man United because he was winning in the beginning of the game. He knows that the counter-attack is on. He knows that the long ball is on. He's saying calm to Eze, which is the whole point. Literally having his hand. Why are you doubting everything? Look at him.
He's got his head up. He wants to play forward. That's the type of player he is. You can see his manager here. Mikel Arteta is absolutely no doubt in my mind saying, calm, calm. We're 1-0 up. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's right here in front of you. It's pointing. Here you go again.
He's got his head up. He wants to play forward. That's the type of player he is. You can see his manager here. Mikel Arteta is absolutely
what
no
is the
doubt
signal?
in my mind saying, calm, calm.
For anybody that played football, calm. It's like this, calm. Okay, let me just, calm, calm. This is calm. It's literally calm. Why do people can't believe it? It's literally calm.
I see. One look and he's just telling her a story.
Yeah, if you look at their eyes, Eze's looking at Gyökeres is looking at him. That's all you ask for is eye contact. If you're a midfielder,
oh my God,
you want the centre.
Oh my God, Tevin, are you back again, Tevin? That's it. You don't. I swear to God, that is calm in football. Oh my word. Oh my God. The moment I open my mind, oh my God, the moment I speak, because I say something that you don't like, you think, I'm fucking tired of this shit, bro. I'm tired of this shit. This is my opinion. I mean, you can have your opinion, Tevin. JT, you can have your opinion. In my opinion, Mikel Arteta sometimes asks his players to calm down. And that word gets transmitted to the likes of Zubamendi or Rice to calm down. No, I played football. I know what when people tell me that calm down is I know. Calm down. Wallah, if I play football, listen, I fucking play football. And if my guy Bruno, I got the guy that manages the team with me, because I play, he manages, he doesn't play. If he's outside, and I'm telling you, if I receive the ball in the middle of the park, if I receive the ball in the middle of the pitch, and Bruno from outside is doing this, calm down, I am literally not looking for the forward pass. I am looking to keep it going. To actually knock it around. It's called knock it around. Let's actually keep the ball. Let's do keep ball. Let's knock it around. Calm down. Don't go for the long ball. Don't go for the through ball. Wallahi, that is what happens in football. Wallahi, that is what happens in football. because he does it. Usually he does this. JT, exact. So I am rightfully interpreting what he says. Anyway, going back to the video. Going back to the video. Here you go.
Up. No problem. If you want to come back and play here, let's keep the ball. But when you have a player like Eberechi Eze, he wants to play forward. He wants to be a bit more, I would say, chaotic. Like play to your strengths.
I like it.
I don't
I
want
like
to see
it.
He's not been
He is. It's not chaotic. It's like Eberechi Eze is in his mind. I know there are some. Wallah al-Azim, because I play, because I know that for a fact. There are players that no matter what you tell them on the pitch, sometimes their brain is blocked from instructions about being calm. They look forward. This is just how they play. And by the way, even professional players, some football players, when they get the ball, they want to attack. That's what they want to do. Eberechi Eze is one of these guys. Eberechi Eze is not the guy to keep it going. Oh, pass here, get it there, pass there, get it there. Eberechi Eze gets the ball and he wants to go. Bruno Fernandes, similar. Wirtz, similar. They want to go forward. They want to pass forward. And I'm telling you, he is looking. I know that. He looked at Eucharist and with his eyes, Eucharist read that he's going to play the ball behind Calvin Bassey. Odegaard, I know, and there are games for the likes of Odegaard, or there are games for the likes of Eze. Odegaard likes to get 100 touches off the ball. Odegaard will pass it to Gabriel, get it back. Will pass it to Bamendi, get it back. Will pass it to Ben White, get it back. Will pass it to Saliba, get it back. There are some players that love to do that. They like to do that. By the way, I'm going to tell you something. The more I grew older in the game, I became the player that wants to have the 100 passes in the game. Before, I used to be the guy that wants to go forward all the time. And coaches used to tell me, bro, sometimes you don't have to go 100%. There is a word in football. It's called don't force it. For the people that played football, my friends in the chat that played 11-11, people say, don't force it. What I mean by this, sometimes they will play the through pass or the wrong pass, even though there is a 20% chance that your teammate will get for it. But if he gets it, it's a one-on-one. That's called you're forcing the pass. You're forcing the pass. Some people just do that.
To play safe and play back to, you know, Myles Lewis-Skelly here. And what he's telling, by his head up, his eyes are saying to this man, Victor Gyökeres, there's the space. Get him behind Calvin Bassey. One look, and he's just telling him a story.
Yeah, if you look at their eyes, Eze's looking at Gyökeres is looking at him. That's all you ask for is eye contact. If you're a midfield player, you want the centre forward looking at you. And as soon as they're eye contact, they know what they're going to do. Exactly know.
100% this happens in a lot of games. Do you think the risk taken dip, despite what Arteta wanted, is based on this? Because that's the crux of the issue, how to analyze it. Do you think the risk taken despite what Arteta wanted, based on this, because that's the crux of the issue? Or I actually think, Habibi, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lewis, Habibi. You'll win the cup final. And you're going to have a parade. Lewis, would you have a parade for the FA Cup, though? Would your team have a parade for the FA Cup? I want to know, would you have a parade for the... Again, we're 50 likes away. Sometimes it is time to ignore your manager, by the way. Sometimes... All right, cool. Sometimes players ignore the manager's instructions and play. Do you think they take risks disobeying Arteta? Sometimes, listen, managers, there are managers like Antonio Conte that they will dictate every single move. I think Arteta is one of them. But sometimes players completely ignore if they see something better on the pitch. The manager can never, ever dictate every single play. He disappeared. Congratulations, my brother Mo Ahmed can hold nuts. He disappeared. He's gone. He's not here. He's finished. He ain't involved. Where is Hamid? Hamid is gone. Are you here? Right? Are you here? Are you here? Where is Hamid? Fonzie, thank you, Habibi, for the super chat. Appreciate you for the donation and the support. Appreciate all the donations and the support. Right? By the way, there is some managers always used to dictate every single play. They literally, and you can hear, if you go to stadiums, you can hear them. Like Saliba would have the ball, and Mikel Arteta from outside is telling him, Ben White, Ben, or whatever the name is. Like Saliba would have the ball, and he would tell him, Gabriel. He's telling him where to pass, bro. He tells the players where to pass. And Conte does this. A lot of managers do this. A lot of managers do this. But there are other managers that don't talk on the sideline. I'm just not sure that in the moment he's telling Eze, do not make the pass. It's more of, if you are going to take risk, make sure it works, but play what you see. I disagree. His hands are calm down. And calm down means don't take risks. That's my interpretation, Kevin. That's my interpretation. Right? More often than not, it's as simple as a player not having the quality on the day to execute. It can't always be about coaches' instructions. Not true, because I am here thinking that Zubamendi is actually can pass forward, but I think that because of the Arteta wants to have control, that's what happens. Guys, today we're going to play more in control. Let's control the position. Let's actually control the ball. Let's actually keep it with us. Let's go from the side. I'm telling you what I see from Arsenal, right? I'm telling you what I see. I think, I'm not in the room with them, but I think based on what I see sometimes from Arsenal, this is what I think happens, right? In the lecture, that's what he's saying. I think so. I don't claim I know. That's what I think. Guys, we want to dictate position today. We want to control. We want to build a little bit slow. We want to go to the sides. If you see a chance to play quick to the winger, if the winger is isolated, go to the winger. Don't be afraid to go to the winger. But we want to dictate position. We want to control the ball. We want to control the situation. Don't lose the ball if you don't have to. Keep it. Let's go through the sides. Ben White, Saka. Let's build momentum. Let's go. Let's push the opposition back. And let's actually try to isolate Saka if Ben White overlaps. That by itself will tell Zubamendi unintentionally, subconscious, that I want to keep position. That I don't want to take risk. I don't want to go long. Most likely the players are marked, right? So he doesn't go to Gyökeres back to goal as much, or he doesn't go to Saka when he's marked. That's what happened. Managers always say this, right? Always say this. Like they don't tell them, don't pass forward. Don't pass forward. Don't pass forward. But they tell them we want to dictate the game. We want to control position. That's what they say. Big up. Love this new solo show format as well. I like solo shows with the you guys can keep it going. Support the channel. Hit that like button. Let's get this out there. Let's get this out there. Get that to 200 likes. Thank you for all the support and everyone that is supporting the channel. Keeps us going. Appreciate you so much. Smash the likes. Maybe it's a miscommunication. There is no miscommunication in managers telling players to take risks or not. Right? There's no, in my opinion. That's what I think. There is no miscommunication. Maybe it's miscommunication issue. He maybe don't want to slow the game down. By the way, Pep Guardiola, if you hear Kyle Walker, right, talk, and if you hear other players talk about Pep Guardiola asks his players to do the 5-10 yard passes max. That is to dictate position. Pep Guardiola, most of the times, in his times, apart from the last year or this year, always asked his team to pass the ball 5-10 yards. Create triangles 5-10 yards, and then you switch it to the left to the other side. 5-10 yards, move it to the other side. But Pep Guardiola always dictated position by passing the ball multiple times between the same players. Always. That is someone that is risk averse, by the way. This is why when I said that Man City, when I called Man City boring before, it's about the 1,000 passes. Because the 1,000 passes It's actually boring to watch. Like, how am I entertained if Rodri touches the ball 100 times? If the DM touches the ball 100 times? You know what I mean? That is not entertaining. For me, it's not. It's not entertaining. Like, how would I get in? Like, am I entertained if Gundogan, Rodri, Stones, or Gundogan, Diaz, Stones, Walker, Gundogan? It's not entertaining because it's not vertical. And that is why it's exactly that for Arsenal. That's why PSG and Bayern Munich are entertaining. Why? Is it the way I want? I'm going to tell you something. Is it the way I want to play? No. But is it entertaining? Yes. It's playing vertical brand of football. It's super fucking entertaining. Long balls, make runs behind the defenders, skip the lines, and go to the wingers, let them work one-on-one. It's so fucking entertaining. It's phenomenal to watch. It's amazing. Right? For amazing. It's amazing. But for me, I want my team to have control. But also, I want my team to take risks, to call skip players. To skip players. What I mean by this, and I showed you examples. If Gabriel gets the ball and Martinelli is isolated and Hincapié is on his left, Gabriel needs to skip Hincapié and go to the left side. I hope I have, so maybe in the future I'll have some images to explain to you what I mean. Like, for example, if Zubamendi has the ball and he's looking to the right side, and Ben White is there, and Odegaard is there, I want him to skip both of them and go to Saka. And Saka's isolated, and I want Saka to go one-on-one, bam, bam, bam. Big diagonals. The Arsenal did it against Fulham. They moved the ball to the left, bang, big diagonal. Man United, Bruno Fernandes, does this all the time. Pass, 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 big diagonal. Van Dijk used to do this with Salah. Van Dijk used to do long diagonal. It doesn't have to be vertical football where everyone goes attack, 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 and leave the defense. One of the things I said, which is, I know that a lot of you say that I glaze Arsenal. A lot of you say that. But wallahi, I promise you, the way Arsenal played in the beginning of the season is the ultimate brand of football in my eyes, in Judge Mo's eyes, in the beginning of the season. Which is, we pinned the team forward. The only thing that was missing for me is quality and maybe a little bit of quickness. But let me explain to you what I mean. Arsenal were missing something. Maybe they weren't quick. Arsenal, by the way, by the time the season went, they became more boring by the game. You guys remember in the beginning of the season, Arsenal used to retreat, and then Saka goes, Madueke goes one-on-one, Martinelli or Trossard or whoever goes one-on-one, right? Arsenal, the more the season went, the more boring it became. The more it became, let's dominate position, control more. I think Arteta's problem is he doesn't have the quality. I think Arteta's problem that the likes of Madueke, Martinelli, Trossard, Gyökeres aren't quality enough to go one-on-one every time and be dangerous. And I think that there is a problem with Arsenal that most of the players don't pass the ball, like skip the lines. Like, for example, I'm going to give you an example. Matheus Cunha, if you give Matheus Cunha, if you switch quickly to Matheus Cunha one-on-one, and you ask Matheus Cunha, right, to go one-on-one, Matheus Cunha is going to fucking dribble the defender. Doku, same shit. Jack Grealish, no. See the difference? Jack Grealish wouldn't do it. He wouldn't. It's not his game. Doku would do it. Saka, go switch quickly to Saka, ask him to dribble, and Saka would go. You know the problem is Matheus Cunha. Madueke. The problem is when Arsenal, which is one of the problems, if Arsenal, the problem, advance the ball quickly to Madueke, the problem with Madueke likes to stand on the ball. He's similar to Garnacho. Neto doesn't. So Pedro Neto for Chelsea, you get Pedro Neto most of the time, not all the time, of course. Give Pedro Neto the ball, give Estevao the ball, one-on-one in spaces. They won't stand on the ball and do the thing. Now the opposition already came back. They're already doubling on you. You're already doubled on. Pedro Neto, he gave him one-on-one, he's going to fucking run it. He's going to fucking run you. By hooks or by crooks, he runs you. Right? Trossard, by the way, even Trossard this season is slowing the ball down. You know who slows the ball down? Bryan Mbeumo. No, when you give Brian Mbeumo the ball, he puts it under his feet. And then he waits. The problem with Arsenal, without Saka, everyone puts the ball under their feet and wait. So the opposition comes back. They're fucking cooked. You got cooked. Because now it's 2-1. It's now 1-1. So if Arsenal switch the ball quickly, if Man United switch the ball quickly, and it goes to the winger and they stand on the ball and they stay, Madueke. Against Fulham in the second half, multiple times, Arsenal played so quickly that the ball got to Madueke. By the time he tried to dribble Antoine Robertson, Fulham already came back. The midfield already discovering. And that is the problem with quality. You watch Ademola Lookman. You watch Ademola, you fucking give Ademola Lookman the ball. He's fucking going at you 100 miles speed. You watch this guy, Simeone guy. It's 100 miles. Vinny Jr., you give him the Vinny Jr., run you. Ulisi, he's going. Ulisi is a little bit slower sometimes, but Ulisi now has the quality. Ulisi has the quality to get past 2. Right? Yamal has the quality to get past 1 or 2. The problem with Arsenal quality, Eucharist. You give Eucharist the ball on the left side. By the time he puts it under control and turn and pass the ball, the opposition is already back. Matthias Cunha, so fast. You know who's so quick in the counter-attack? Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes in the counter-attack is always looking to go 100 miles an hour. Bruno Fernandes. That's why people say Bruno Fernandes, why does he play so many balls long? Yes, because he's going under. Bruno Fernandes sometimes take risks for a 50-50. He will see Sitsko running and he would do it 50-50. Maybe my teammate will get it, maybe my teammate will not get it. Because in my opinion, that's very good, right? But you need quality. Now, if you get it if your winger dribbles 50% of the times, that's success. The problem with Meduki, he dribbles, and because Saka was injured most of the season and he was out of form, Madueke, he's just bad. And when he dribbles so ineffective. The guy needs to know that the white line is the end of the pitch. That's the problem. I hope that this is the analysis of. This is why I love what Arsenal did in the beginning of the season in terms of like, we get the ball to the winger, they try to dribble, but you don't have the quality. But I loved also, there's another part of football that everyone forgets. And I'm sorry, I'm going to do Wayne, I'm going to do the super chat. There's another part of football that people forget. I loved what Man United did today. And I liked what Arsenal did in the beginning of the season. And I liked what Man City did in the middle of the season. Where when Man City lost the ball, they retreated. They played. You don't have to have a low block, but you are compact. You're compact. You know what I mean? I like this. But your winger, my point, and I was explaining this to Ashraf, your winger, in my opinion, when you play football, your wingers don't have to fucking come back every time. In my opinion, what we say when we analyze football, we say to our wingers, depending on the situation, if the fullback, the opposition's fullback, go forward, come back with the fullback. Okay, there is 3 brands of defending, okay? Okay, apart from the low blocks like the Evertons and the Nottingham Forest and all these guys. Let me explain to you, football-wise, I hope that this gets in your mind. The 3 types of people that play, the managers that talk about defending. The most attacking managers, they tell their wingers, most of the times don't come back. Even if the fullback that is marking you, go forward, we're going to have, I hope that I have a fucking board to explain it to you. One of the 3 midfielders, that's what Liverpool used to do, huh? Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp used to do this. And last season they did this. What did they do, Liverpool, last season? They used to tell Salah, even if your fullback comes back, goes forward to do overlap, don't go. We're going to have the 3 midfielders shift, and the right midfielder will actually be the guy to cover the extra guy. So it's going to be 2-on-2. The other managers, which is a little bit of, maybe a little bit more defensive, like, if let's say, these managers, the first ones, are 100% attacking managers. They tell their wingers, don't come back. The 3 midfielders will deal with it. Don't worry about it. We're good enough to shift to have 2-on-2 if the fullback attacks. The other managers, the one that are telling the managers, right? They're telling the wingers, if the fullback attacks, you come back with the fullback. Okay? If the fullback goes forward, it's your job we used to tell our players, like when I used to coach, and even now sometimes when I'm coaching the team, I tell the guy, I need you after 5 minutes to tell me a number on the sideline. So every player tells me a number. For example, my winger tells me number 5. That number 5 is the fullback, the opposition's fullback. I tell him, if he goes forward, it's your job to cover, right? If you're to keep to cover. Now the other man, so that is the thing. The third one is what Arteta does, which is, in my opinion, one of the worst parts, is what Arteta does. He tells his wingers to come back even if the fullbacks don't attack. So he will have a 2-on-1 on the opposition's winger, even if the fullback doesn't attack. Do you get the point here? Do you guys get the point? Like he would tell Martinelli, let me give you an example. Let me give you Liverpool playing Arsenal. The lineup for Liverpool is Salah on the right. So there is Hincapi. And Martinelli is the left winger, right? Sometimes I see Arsenal, I see the team. I don't know if, I think it's instructions, right? I see once the ball is played to Salah, I see Martinelli, even without Trent. Okay, let's say that it's Gomez. Let's say Gomez is the right back. Even if Gomez doesn't go forward, I see Martinelli sprinting to have Hincapi, Martinelli on Salah. The problem is, I see this from Arsenal, even against the Bournemouth. I understand if you do it against Olise, if you are doing this against Atletico Madrid, if you are playing Real Madrid, if you are playing Barcelona, if you're playing Bayern Munich, if you're playing PSG. But I don't think it's necessary for a team like Arsenal to have Martinelli double on Ryan, the winger of Bournemouth. To have Martinelli hustle back. If the fullback of Bournemouth doesn't attack, actually, I think that Arsenal should have enough energy and enough tactical nuance in them, and Man United, and the same for Man City, for example, to actually have Rodri, Nico O'Reilly, and Bernardo Silva, or Zubamendi, Rice, and whoever is going to play, to be able to cover 2-on-1 on that side without having the winger to come back. Like, you don't have to have the wingers come back all the time. You know what I mean? Right? That I disagree with this. I'm sorry. Like, a rule of +1 when defending, but the rest of the defense is initial defense. You know who the +1? I'm gonna tell you the +1. You know the +1 is the opposition plays with 3, you have 4 defenders. Your +1, if you shift correct, your +1 is the extra defender. Let me give you an example. If Ryan is on Hincapi, Gabriel needs to be aware enough that if Hincapi gets dribbled, Gabriel is the coverage. Not Martinelli. Not Doku. Not Cunha. You know who does this? Lower teams. You know who does this double on the winger? Forest do that. Everton do. Dwight McNeil comes back to cover Saka. But Arsenal, City, United, Liverpool, they shouldn't do this. Why? Because you are expected to dispossess the opposition quickly and go forward. Now you got the advantage. But if the fullback goes forward, I understand. You come back. Fine. If whatever the Jimenez guy goes up for Bournemouth, you come back. How about Saliba? So where is the other forward? Okay, let me give you the run-in. Names, huh? Let me give you the run-in. Let me give you how it works on football-wise. Liverpool have Salah, Isak, Gak. The ball gets to Salah, there should be Hincapi on him. Gabriel is covering, Saliba marking Isak, and the midfielders are so tucked to Arsenal's left side that there is no pass back. And you got Zubamendi, you got Rice, you got whoever, the third midfielder, right? On the other side, inside, next to Saliba, there should be the right back, which is Ben White or Timber. Right? That's how it should be. That's how it should be. In my opinion, for top teams. The midfielders are supposed to be compact with the defenders. That's how it should be. And the problem is that requires a lot of... it requires a lot. Thank you, Habibi. Thank you. That requires a lot of work and a lot of mental strength, and a lot of focus and concentration. The easiest thing is to tell everyone to go back. Easiest thing in football is to tell everyone to go back. Everyone. Tell everyone, when you lose the ball, everyone goes back. Now everyone close the spaces, everyone go back. Anyway, that's my opinion. Big up Wayne for the support, for the super chat. Appreciate you. More listen to his press conference and what players have said. He always speaks and believes in giving players freedom, literally in his last one. I know, I listened to it. I don't believe him. Because I'm watching something with my eyes. I am telling you that there is difference between... I am sure that Arteta isn't telling his team to drop back. I am sure that Arteta isn't telling his team to drop back and be low blocks and all the stuff. But it's the simple instructions that gets interpreted on the pitch. He ain't telling Zubamendi not to press forward, but he's telling Zubamendi to have control. The word control in Zubamendi's head is that I don't want to lose the ball. I don't want to take risks. The ball that Eze played, the ball in the screen that Eze played is a 50-50. Gyökeres could have really completely missed it. Completely. So he said control and we battered them. So you are wrong. What do you mean? I don't understand the super chat. I'm sorry. So he said control and because Eze took a risk. And I thought you played very well. There's a couple of things that you saw in the game that is different from Mikel Arteta. Number one, how many times Rice switched the ball? How many times Eze switched the ball? How many times Gabriel attempted to switch the ball? I think Arsenal took a little bit of risk. So maybe he instructed them to do something else. We're talking about this particular play. But I'm talking about Zubamendi. He didn't stop Eze. Eze took the risk. And listen, I'm not saying the Fulham game is, I think that Arteta gave the team instructions to play free-flowing football. But maybe in this play, he's telling them to calm down. I'm not saying that he told the whole team in the whole game to calm down. But I think this game, because I saw Arsenal at 1-0 still going forward. I think in this, because I saw Myles Lewis-Skelly dribbling inside the center circle. And I am sure that Arteta gave him a little bit of freedom, as you guys say, to actually go forward. Try to play on the front foot. Guys, let's try to push the ball forward. Let's play between the lines. Let's play Eze between the lines. Let's play Gyökeres. I know that he did this. Because it's not only about this play. It's not only about Eze. It's about what I saw from Myles Lewis-Skelly. Myles Lewis-Skelly many times received the ball and looked for it. Rice received the ball and took the spaces and went forward for it. That is something that I haven't seen for a lot of time. It's still on the players. If a player is open and you decide to pass backwards, how can you blame the coach? I learned this at 10 years old. It's not about, by the way, I'm going to tell you something, Wayne, about football. It's very rare that Arsenal have a player free, by the way. Because the opposition normally are marking everyone one-on-one. But it's about the risk. You see the difference, Wayne? You see that pass? And I'm giving that as an example. It's most of the times, the players actually are... Eze, by the way, is marked most of the time in the games. Odegaard is marked. But it's about, do you trust your teammate 50-50? Are you gonna play Saka behind? Are you gonna play that through ball? Are you gonna play the channels? Are you gonna put Gyökeres in the channel? Are you gonna skip the next? Okay? Because let me tell you something, Wayne. Skipping a player to pass the ball, skipping is a little bit of more riskier than passing the ball to the next guy. Let me explain it to you. You have 3 players here. If this guy skips this guy to go to the side, right? If he goes to that side, you are literally called skipping. That it's a little bit riskier than passing the ball to 10 yards. Passing the ball 30 yards to skip to the side is riskier than passing the 10 yards win. I hope that answered your question. Wayne. Congrats on winning the Scudetto. Must be nice supporting a winning club. Thank you so much. Maybe your club will win the Champions League this season. I wouldn't put it past Arsenal to win the Champions League. If they go past Atletico Madrid, I'm not saying Arsenal will go past Atletico Madrid. I don't do the 100%. It is nothing 100%. I think Arsenal are favourite to go. But I think Arsenal, if they go to the final, they can win the Champions League, in my opinion. Let's say we can sign 2-3 realistic top-notch players. Who would they be if you were the sporting director? And how much do you think it levels up our current game? In my opinion, I don't know who would you sign a left winger. I'm not not a scout. But in my opinion, you should sign a top left winger, Julian Alvarez. And I think Julian Alvarez is key for one reason. I think Julian Alvarez is a completely different profile than Eucharist. And if Mikel Arteta is going to be able to get the best out of Eucharist, so Eucharist and Alvarez are two different styles, so he can alternate between both. Going to sign a number 9 again, hoping that it works, well, I think Julian Alvarez. And to be honest with you, that's about it. That's about it. That's it. Because I think Zubamendi is a very good player. I don't ride the wave of Zubamendi shit. I told you he's shit. He's the back. Zubamendi in the beginning, in front of my eyes, in the beginning of the season, Zubamendi was one of the best midfielders in the league. In front of my eyes. I'm not gonna say that my eyes were lying to me. No, Zubamendi was good in the beginning of the season. I'm not lying to my eyes. I'm not gonna sit here and say, but he was bad. No, he played very well for Arsenal. For me, the problem with Arsenal is right. Zubamendi, Odegaard will work if you have Saka, Alvarez, Barcola, or Kvaratskhelia. Yes, that works like a charm. Why? Because the 3 forwards actually are very risk takers. They can dribble, they can do everything. In my opinion. Right? But if you have a Eucharist and you have a Saka and a mediocre left winger, you need Eze and Odegaard both on the pitch. City, by the way, having Doku, Semenyo, Haaland, that's why they can have Bernardo, Rodri, Nico O'Reilly. Why? Because the creativity comes from the side and Rodri can play through balls and Bernardo can make things happen. But the sides are the if you have Saka and a mediocre left winger and Eucharist, Odegaard, Zubamendi, Rice, you basically, the excitement, by the way, every team have to have excitement. The excitement comes from Saka only, and Saka ain't Yamal. Barcelona, having Lamine Yamal, I think is the only player, in my opinion, is the only player for a front foot team that can have the field tilted to one side and it's fine. You can go a whole season relying on fucking Lamine Yamal. You'll make it happen. You know what I mean? You'll make it happen for you, in my opinion. But Saka or Olise, I genuinely believe that you need better. Rodri is not back. Arsenal beat Madrid, wingers not tracking back. Arsenal beat Madrid, wingers not tracking back. But there is a difference. You beat Madrid with the 2 free kicks as well. And you dominated Madrid. And I think Real Madrid have a problem. Real Madrid have a problem is that their midfield doesn't defend enough. Their number 10 doesn't defend enough. They have 2 players that not involved at all in the defensive side. Not at all. At all. Like Vinny Jr. and Mbappe literally watches their teammate. I actually don't think the Real Madrid team is actually good. I think Rudiger is now older. He's overrated now. He was good 3-4 years ago. The other guy, you remember that stupid guy that played? What is his name? Asensio. Well, this guy, Senesi is better than him. That guy Asensio that plays for Real Madrid. Senesi as a defender is better than him. Van Hecke is better than him. That Real Madrid, you know, I said that Arsenal have a chance of going through. Bro. Also, your team had a magnificent game. Mo, I agree with you, but you're missing one thing. The fullback movement is harder to defend if the wingers is not back. See Bournemouth's first goal. Yeah, but the wingers need to go back with the fullbacks. I agree with this. For Arsenal's level and the Premier League, yes, you need to come back. I agree with this. But I don't think that Martinelli and Saka or Madueke need to go back every single time. We became boring because of long-term injuries. Can I ask you guys something? Is that something that you guys believe in? Like you guys became boring because of long-term injuries? Seriously, is that something that people actually believe, Rosie? You became boring because of long-term injuries. I think actually one of the things that one of the things that affected Arsenal massively this season, in my opinion, is actually relying so much on Martinelli and Trossard and Madueke. Because, oh my word. And actually not rotating on Norgard. Why the fuck wouldn't he rotate Norgard, bro? He's like similar to Mo. Check out Michael Goodis at Ajax. Incredible left winger, flair, skills. I need to check this guy there. A lot of people told me about him. A lot of people have told you about it. Thank you, Habibi, so much. Congratulations on the win today as well. It's not what you believe, it's fact. The Arsenal had a lot of injuries. So can I ask you guys, it's not an excuse to not win the league, but is it an excuse for not playing well? Big up JT, thank you, Habibi. I think that market ain't great at the moment. It is great, but PSG have everybody. Bayern have a lot of them, and that's about it. I think the market ain't great at the moment, and we should be taking risk on less known players. We are stable enough to make those risks. I think you can take risks. I think you take risks. Maybe you take risk on the... You could have signed freaking Ademola Lookman. You choose to stick to fucking Martinelli. Ademola Lookman is a good left winger, bro. Oh. Ademola Lookman is a very good left winger, and I think you rely on Martinelli, right? You rely on Martinelli. I think Ademola Lookman was bro. Inter is how cheap Inter are. Right? We offered 45 million euros, right? Atalanta wanted 50 million euros, which is 45 million pounds. We said no. Lookman is not Arsenal level, but Martinelli and Trossard are Arsenal level. Are you? These are the comments that do my head, that give me headache. Guys, can I get the 35 likes to 200? 35 likes to 200. I hope that you're enjoying the show. I'm being very, very logical here. I wanted to listen to this clip as well. 100, let's get to 200 likes. Come on.
Does he play against Atletico Madrid on Tuesday?
It's a different kind of game. It is a different kind of game against Fulham to Atletico Madrid. He's given Mikel a headache, a major headache, a major headache, because he give you, as I said before, he give you that energy. He lifted everybody. You know, he's come in and he's lifted everybody. He gave them the energy, played on the front foot. He got close to people. I just think recently, and I'm a big fan of Zubimendi. I'm a big fan of his. I just find he's been chasing the game recently.
I think he's tired. Why can't people just think he's done? Even Rodri spoke about being tired. He's just finished. The guy played a lot of minutes. He just can't run anymore. 15 minutes. The guy can't keep his head in the game because he's fucking tired. It's just saying. It's just a very simple solution, right? He's tired, but I think he offers something. But I think people getting ahead of themselves. I think actually people getting ahead of themselves. Oh my God, we told you, yeah, it's one game. Can you do it in multiple games? Can you do it if you are the starter? Can you do it when you become known and people are studying you and the opposition is making a plan against you? Can you do it week in, week out? Can you do it if the opposition manager is studying you and telling his midfielders how to play against you? Can you do it? These are the questions. I know he looks good. I know he looked good against Fulham. But can Myles Lewis-Skelly actually keep that energy up if he's being marked? If people are playing against him with a plan, can he do that? Well, that's a big question. That's a big if, by the way. There's a lot of players that shined in the beginning. That shined. He shone it last season. I liked him last season. I said that last season he was one of the best players at Arsenal last season. He played amazing in the second half of the season when Calafiori get injured. I like him. I actually like Myles Lewis-Skelly. I actually think the problem, maybe the problem is Arne games, he's young, blah, blah, blah. But like, for example, is he someone that you can rely on for the long term as the starting midfielder? We'll see. I don't know. I don't know because, by the way, there's also a lot of games that he played this season. He didn't look good. A lot of people said, I don't want to see Myles Lewis-Skelly play. A lot of people said, sell him. So we're not going to, you got to be honest with yourselves. There's a lot of people that said, sell the guy. Correct?
He nearly gets there and he nearly gets there. This lad was tight when he went to win a ball. He won a ball and everything was simple.
Was Myles Lewis-Skelly so good because he was fresh? Because the energy. How is he going to do it if he plays 5-6 games in a row like Zubamendi?
He done everything right. And them simple passes give all your top players like your Sakas and your Trossards and your Ezes and your Gyökereses, because then free get the ball, he gets more of the ball. They're just simple passes that make everything tick together. And I don't think Zubamendi's been doing that recently, but I'm a big fan of Zubamendi.
One of the other things that I wanted to mention actually about Myles Lewis-Skelly, can I ask you guys a question? Why do I see Nico O'Reilly at City and I think it's easier for him to play? I think it's harder to play for Arsenal. Am I wrong to feel this way? Am I wrong to say that for some whatever reason I feel it's like much easier? Even Nico Gonzalez doesn't do anything more than Zubamendi, but it feels like when Pep is on it, it's easier to play. When Pep gets you embedded in the team, it's easier. I don't know why. It's just a feeling. Is it because everyone talks about you at Arsenal? Is it because you're under the microscope every single day at Arsenal? Is that something that is getting, is pressure being a part of our equation here? Because I'm looking at this and I'm like, why did it? I know that last season, I think it's when Arsenal, Myles Lewis-Skelly played in the second half of the season, when Arsenal weren't chasing the title, we knew that Liverpool would win the title. Like, is it easier to play? And you know that Manchester City, a little bit, were free-flowing this season. Even Pep Guardiola said we gave up on the title this season. So why? I really want to get to the bottom of this. Why does it feel easier for Nico O'Reilly to come in and play? And in the middle of the season, this season, when Myles Lewis-Skelly came into Arsenal, he struggled. Why did it feel easier for Nico O'Reilly? I don't know. This Zubamendi thing is over the top. The whole team was shit in that period. Literally only Rice was playing good. Zubamendi was only playing too slow and safe. But remember, when I said this, I was accused of having an anti-Arsenal agenda. When I said, and let me go through the fucking games. When I said that I didn't see Arsenal performing well, let me tell you guys the reality. Can I put this here? Okay, let's go back to the fixtures of Arsenal. All right, these fixtures of Arsenal. So for me, let me give you, since January, let me give you the performance. I think, in my opinion, were very, very good. I think the Liverpool performance was ass. I can't remember this game. I didn't watch it. I think this game was good. I think the Nottingham Forest game was very slow. I think the Inter game was very good. I think this was a shit game by Arsenal. I want someone in the chat to count how many good games. I'm not going to count Khairat Almighty. I think this game was very, very good for Arsenal. This game was ass, but Arsenal didn't have to do anything. This game was great. This game was not good. Good game. Bad game. Great game. I thought this game was good by Arsenal. It was good. It's a London derby. I think this game, Arsenal didn't play amazing. Performance was slow. This game is good. Okay, define good. That's very good. I like this. Good for me is you won the game and you were good. You created a lot of chances. You were the better team. I think that is you were good. I don't think Brighton, you were great. So I'm going to go back. The Leverkusen game was average. It's a Champions League. The Everton game, I don't think the Arsenal were good. The Leverkusen game, I thought you're decent. I think that you dominated this game. This is where it starts to be bad. I think this one was not good. Southampton was not good. Sporting Lisbon, average. Bournemouth was not good. Sporting Lisbon, average. Man City, you were okay, actually. Like Man City game, you were okay. You weren't bad, but you lost the game. I think the Newcastle game, you weren't great. I think the Atletico Madrid game, you were good. I think the Fulham game, you were very good. The first performance is the Fulham game. In my opinion, the first game since the Sunderland game, since the Spurs game where Arsenal were so dominant. We're like, I would say like the Spurs game, which is February 22nd, I thought you were very good. Since then, and a little bit slower. Like since the Spurs game, I thought all your games, this is where you became a little bit slower. This is where you became not great. This is where Arsenal didn't become great. This is where, by the way, City, I want to go to City. Let's go to City, okay? Let's go to Manchester City. So we're going to be completely honest here. Let's go to City and go through the same period to actually decide which games were good, right? See, the January in the beginning, they weren't good. Zubi is being scapegoated 100%. I agree with this. He's being scapegoated 100%. I agree with you without a shadow of a doubt. Let's go to City and see if you guys agree with me or not. City didn't play well against Forest. That was December. Not good. Sunderland game, not good. Chelsea game, not great. Brighton game, not good. I'm not going to count fucking Exeter, whatever. I thought the Newcastle game was very good by City. That was an amazing game by City. Shit game. Terrible game, Bodo Glimt. I thought the Wolves game was good by Man City. Galatasaray game was good. I thought the Spurs game was bad. This one was very good as well by City. I thought this one, I thought City played well. I thought there was moments, but going away to Anfield to get the win, I got to give them credit. I thought the Fulham game, City were fantastic. I'm not going to count the Salford game. I think in the Premier League, City against Newcastle, what happened in this game? I can't remember this game. I think this is the game that City were so dominant, if I'm not mistaken. Was this the game that City were dominant? What happened in this game? The City game, Newcastle? Can someone remind me? Why I can't picture this game, the 2-1 game? What happened? I can't remember. This was a bad game. So now comes the same period as Arsenal. This game, City were not good. Leeds. This game, City were not good. Against Newcastle in the FA Cup, City were great. Against Real Madrid, they got dominated. Not good. Okay, got the red card. Now comes the City part. Very good. Very good. Amazing. Against Arsenal, City were good, actually. I thought Arsenal, City were good, or not bad. Burnley, City, I think City were very good, but they missed a lot of chances. Against Southampton, I thought City were not good, to be honest with you. So it's kind of similar. So many games. I agree with you, but to be honest with you, in all this run, City were good in a lot of games, but also there was not great in a lot of games. Mo, I see good different. For me, in the last 3 months, so the Carabao Cup final and the Wolves games were the only games I would qualify not as good. The Brighton game were not great. For you. The Brighton game was not great. I think Leverkusen game was not great. I think the Everton game you were not good. I think the Everton game you were not good. I thought Arsenal and the Everton games were not good. In my opinion. I thought the Sporting Lisbon you were not as good. In my opinion as well. And I appreciate... Listen, I appreciate a different point of view. Right? Bournemouth game, I thought you were so poor in the Bournemouth game. It's unfucking believable. Like you were shit in the Bournemouth game. Second game against Sporting, I thought you were not good at all. I thought against Newcastle you were not good as well. Against Atletico, I thought you were good. I disagree with you. See, there's about 4 or 5 games that I don't think you were good. Carabao Cup final, we couldn't get out of the press. We couldn't execute anything against Wolves. We weren't solid, and we should be against Brentford. You were not good as well. Against Brentford, do you remember that game against Brentford? Guys, 30 likes away from 200. I'm staying long. My wife is waiting for the dinner, and I'm here doing content with you guys. So hit the like button, people. Come on now. At least support the channel. At least get me to 200 likes live. But I appreciate the support, though. Like, yes. But also, what about the Newcastle game? You weren't good in the Newcastle game. You weren't good in the Newcastle game. Like, against Newcastle, you weren't good. Against Bournemouth, you were bad. You weren't good against Newcastle. You weren't good against Bournemouth. You weren't great against Sporting Lisbon. You weren't good against Southampton. Are we forgetting this? You weren't good against Southampton. You forgot the Southampton game. Are you forgetting the Mansfield game? Everton. Marco. You weren't good. You weren't good. Not great. Not good. You were not good. There is difference when you were good. Against Liverpool in second game, you were good. You were not great. You were good. Against Everton, you were not good. Marco. If Man City drop points tomorrow, it's peak. I promise you, it's fucking peak. It's fucking peak. To be honest with you, it's peak. If Man, okay, type 1 if you think Man City will drop points tomorrow. Type 2 if you think Man City will win. I agree with this, JT. Agree. For me, Arsenal good is a 7 and an 8. A great game is a 9 and a 10. Not good is a 5, 6. Shit is below 5. Some people think 1, 2, and I'm an Arsenal fan for context. Fair enough, Habibi. Mo, who do you recommend Arsenal purchase in the summer? I spoke about this. I don't want to repeat. My man here typed 3. My man typed 3. Dude, everyone know what 3 means. That City lose. Who bought? Okay, Jersey will come. I think City will draw tomorrow. Wallahi, Ponzi. I think people are overlooking Everton away as well. But we'll see. Because if Rodri is not there, will Arsenal win the league? Sorry. If Rodri is not there, will City win the game? Depends, huh? What other clips does Sky Sports have? We'll play Sky Sports. What is this guy saying? Look at this. Look at this clip. Wallahi, we're going to have the time of our life tomorrow. Next season, we're going to have the time of our life if it's Man United Arsenal title race. The time of our life. For content-wise, I pray it's Man United Arsenal title race. Include Liverpool, and we are in heaven. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United title race, we are in heaven. Oh my word. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, it means more subs. It means better content. It means better conversations. It means everything. As of now, Rodri is injured. Yes.
Contenders?
No, I don't see it.
Need to turn them into title contenders?
No, I don't see it thinking that Michael Carrick's the man to get Manchester United back to win.
Well, can we ask him? Is it Arne Slot? Did someone ask it? Someone had to stop him here and say, is Arne Slot the guy then?
The Champions League or the Premier League. But I do feel he should get the job. Not because he's done so well and he deserves it. Manchester United should do what's best for them as a club. But you think where United have been these last sort of 2 or 3 years, they haven't just been a club under a...
Wallahi, you write yourself off with Arne Slot. Okay, Shankly. Only Shankly answer. Yes or no, Shankly? If you keep Arne Slot and you have Barcola, Diamondi, and Adam Morton, will you win the league next season? Arne Slot. Yes or no? Tell me yes or no. Shankly, my man, yes or no? Let me repeat the question again. You get Barcola, you got Diamondi, you sign Adam Morton, you keep Arne Slot the whole season. Are you winning the league? I'm waiting for your answer. Let me play the clip.
Manchester United back to winning the Champions League or the Premier League. But I do feel he should get the job. Not because he's done so well and he deserves it. Manchester United should do what's best for them as a club. But you think where United have been these last sort of 2 or 3 years, they haven't just been a club underachieving, they've been a club getting laughed at, really. You know, finishing 15th last season, you know, you can't quite comprehend that. Now, what he's done is just calmed everything down, where they're winning games they should win. Manchester United should always be in the Champions League position when you consider.
Yes. Man United, yes. He's lying. Man United should win against Liverpool, yes. Man United should go away to Arsenal and win, yes. Man United should win against City, yes. Yes, I hear you, Carragher. You're right. Let me give you other games. Yes, he's correct. He's correct. He's actually correct. Man United should be. This Man United team should be winning. Yes, he's correct. He's right. Yes, he's correct. Man United should be winning against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Yes, he's correct. 100%. Yeah. He's correct, yes. Man United should go away to Everton and win 1-0. Yes. Man United should smash Aston Villa 3-1. Yes, correct. Yeah. He's right. He's right, though. He's right. He's correct, though. Yeah. I don't think with Arne Slot, but I don't think Man United will be in a title race as well. See, I said I pray. See, yeah, we're talking about Michael Carrick, Mr. Dan. Guys, make sure one of the best Arsenal content. Wallah al-Azim, this guy doesn't have enough subs for how good he is as a content creator. How good he is as a person to talk to. Stop to the man. The Gunnar channel. What a guy. What a discovery by Judge Mo. What a discovery by Judge Mo. Fantastic discovery. This is 2026 discovery. Mr. Dan. Sir Dan. 100%. Let's hear.
Into how big the club is and the revenue they spend each summer. That's what he's done. He's just done what he should do.
Don't ever be grateful. You shouldn't be grateful. Grateful for what? You give me your time as well. It's a win-win situation. No. You give me your time. And I'm thankful for you to cut some of your time and give me your time to be on the channel and do content with me. It's the other way around. I'm thankful to you for giving me the time of your day to do content with me. Not the other way around.
Probably a little bit more, of course, you know, winning all these big games. And I think Manchester United could do another year of that. I don't think Manchester United in the summer are ready to go and think they're going to challenge for the Champions League or challenge for the Premier League. They almost need another year of this. And I think the risk of changing somebody who is not going to cause trouble in the press conference, he's not going to fall out with players, he's probably going to be steady. Now, is steady enough for Man United? I just think for another 12 months, it is. You kick the can down the road. Real Madrid are looking for a manager. Chelsea are looking for a manager. Maybe Man City might be looking for a manager as well. And then you assess the managerial options.
You know, he's right. You know, everything that Carragher says is correct. Man United should not sit in the room with each other and say, we should be targeting winning the league this season. What they should say, we should be comfortable in top 3 or something. Should be comfortable in top 4. We shouldn't be struggling in top 4. We should get to around the 16 of the Champions League or a quarter final. And that should be the target for us next season. Maybe win a cup or not. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck about the cups. Right? I don't care. But I genuinely think that they should think like that. But my question to Jamie Carragher, should Liverpool think the same way? To calm down next season? Salah is leaving. Diaz left, Nunes left, maybe McAllister will leave. Should Liverpool think the same? Calm down. Or should Liverpool go full on, try to win the league?
Because right now, what you're saying in terms of a big Champions League manager, Yes, if Luis Enrique comes available tomorrow, of course you do everything you can to get him. But who is that man?
You know what? I've got a question for Roy and Gary here is, next season, right, because he's got Champions League this year. That was the main focal point. That was the most important thing. What would the expectations be next year? So if he does get the job, what would you consider, or even the fan base? What would the fan base consider to be a successful season?
You'd have to ask the board what the remit would be. Would they expect him to? I think obviously the board made such a poor decision.
It's all about the expectations next season, to be honest, for Manchester.
With the last decision, they're probably frightened of making another big mistake.
Yeah.
So maybe Carrick is that safe pair of hands. But
does anybody think that Carrick can be Manchester United's Mikel Arteta? Right? Can that be the case? Right? I don't know. But listen. Listen. I'm gonna actually go now. Thank you so much for making my day good. Appreciate you everybody for being here. Appreciate everyone that is stuck with us. Thank you guys. We didn't get to 200 likes. You absolutely frauds. Right? We needed the top guy available to carry us. Big up Rosie for the support. I want to appreciate, thank you so much Rosie for the support, for the super chat. Appreciate you guys for all the donations and people that are supporting the channel. Right? Appreciate you so much. Can we get to 200 likes, 20 likes away? I'm gonna let you go. I don't know where I'm taking you guys, but I actually think I can take you to Sarcasm City Casual EFC. Let's go. Casual EFC. The guys are live. Are they still live though? Who is live now? No, Casual EFC are not live. They're not live though. They are live. Marshall and Ahmed are live. So we'll take you guys there. I'll see you guys there. Big up. We're out of here, people.